All right. All right. What's going on, everyone? Chris Chef Sports Cards here. Sorry, a little bit of delay. I was having some trying to fix some technical difficulties. Bryce, what's up, buddy? Welcome, welcome. Especially for any of you newer to the channel, welcome. Bit about us. We've been around for over 7 years now. We break mostly baseball. We ship all cards from every break. We're very generous with the top loading. We ship as quickly as our little hands will move. If you are new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. Also, eBay continues to run their sweepstakes. No purchase necessary there. Go to any of our eBay listings, look in the description. There's a link. Follow the link, and you can win some free cards. Of course, as always, go check out chefsportscards.com. All right, let's go over the teams. D-backs, David B. Braves, Jason R. Orioles, Daniel O. Red Sox, Brian Z. Cubs, Chris L. White Sox, Javier G. Javier, what's up, buddy? Red, Stephen M. Guardians, Kurt D. Rockies, Jeremy J. Tigers, George H. Royals, Jason R. Astros, Ryan F. Angels, Dodgers, Brewers, Javier G. Twins, Don W. Marlins, Jason R. Mets, David B. Yankees, Lou B. A's, Kyle M. Phillies, Jeremy J. Pirates, Dave B. Cardinals, Chase K. Padres, Daryl D. Giants, Joshua F. Mariners, Javier G. Rays, Jason R. Rangers, Billy Y. Blue Jays, Jason R. And Nationals, Daryl D. Don't make me go to that. I'll do the best I can, my friend. I'll try to rub it into my fingers, rub little skeins into my fingers, or cruise into my fingers. All right, let's open some cards. Ugh. Nauseous for some reason. I don't know why. Stupid medicine, that's why. All right. Let's do it. Good luck, everybody. All right. First up, Marco Vargas for the Mets. Number 121 of 299. For David. Wyatt Langford, Heroes. And 35 of 99. Jun Suk Shim for the Pirates. Greetings from Florida. Milton, Johnson, Toman, Alvarez, Carcio, and Denton on the Chromes. All right. Chromes of Namala, Honeyman, Mizorowski, Morgan, Bovey, and Jacob Gonzalez on the X-Factor. Road to the Show, Ethan Salas, and Shim again. That one's not numbered. Okay. A chair in here. For the Tortugas, Alfred Dunno. 53 of 75. which I believe is Cincinnati. Cincinnati. Let's go this way. Kafis, Ewing, Foster, Romero, and Whitman on the Chromes. Maya. There's a Ethan Salas for the Padres. Very nice. Daryl. Here you go, buddy. Taking Ethan Salas. Hopefully he'll have a better year next year. Not having a great year, but he's a young man. He's got a ways to go. Felix Hernandez throwback and Elijah Green for the Nationals. 140 of 199. Also for Daryl. Tavera, Winokur, DeLeo, Collier, Detmer, and Haas. Sebastian Walcott, Heroes of the Diamond, and Anthony Peguero. Melendez, Vitrano, Clark, Diaz, Lombard, and Velasquez. Romero, Leo. And there he is. Jackson Churio. Very nice. On the Orange Lava 17 of 25. Who's got him? Javier. My man Javier. See, takes a break. Look what he comes back to. Jackson Churio to 25. There you go, bud. The Cardinals is Chase K. Is that you? Unless I wrote the name down wrong, I can double check it. So it's possibility. You sure you weren't in the other pro debut break, the one earlier? That was Tim. Let's see here. Yes, this is break 4. Let me double check it. Maybe I wrote the name down wrong. It's always possible. Anything's possible, my friend. Hold on one sec. Let's see. Selling. Cardinals. Where are the Cardinals? Cleveland. No, Buyer is Sosh Collectibles, Chase K. Chase David K. You sure wasn't with another breaker, maybe? Oh, wait, no, but it had your name on it. Wait. This is you. Hold on. Wait, what the hell? That's really strange. Is your name Chase by chance? Hold on. But it's shipping to you, so it is you. Why would it say your name is Chase? That's very strange. Are you Sosh Collectibles? Sa Collectibles? S-H-A? It's A-H? Because then the shipping address says Greg Weiser. Okay. I don't. Well, your name's on the shipping address, but the name on the account is Chase. So I don't know. Maybe something you want to fix in the future. Just I don't know. Walker Jake. So yeah, it's you, buddy. You got it. Ty Pete. The Modesto Nuts for Seattle is 153 of 175 for Javier. I've never actually seen that before, where it's been such. I mean, like I've seen initials, but I've never actually seen a whole nother name like that. It's weird. Brock Wilkins Gold, very nice. 39 of 50 for the Brew Crew. Brewers had a nice little nice box. Oy, yay. Dana Vargas, Hackenberg, Rega. Ooh, look at that. And a little bonus. Some some bonus chrome and Holland. In case anybody wants to pick their teeth later. Melendez. Scott Rowland, throwback, and Brando Maya. So not bad. Vargas, Salas, and Churio autos in that box. Okay. Pete, Melendez, Snelling, Paul Skeens, Heroes of the Diamond, Jonathan Mejia, Florida, Celestine Louder, Jackson Holiday, Tonti, Pete, and De La Cruz. I am always fascinated how things go with some people's accounts like that. I had a guy tonight who was like, it's not allowing me to bid on your, why am I blocked? And I'm like, I have no idea why you're blocked. I didn't block you. Dalton Rushing Gold for the Dodgers. So the guy's basically blocked from bidding, right? And he's like, why am I blocked? I don't understand why you blocked me. I said, I didn't. You know, if you were blocked, you wouldn't be able to email me either. Like you're totally blocked. you're cut off. And I said the only way is if you have unpaid item, strikes against you. So a lot of people don't know. Dodgers is Javier. Nice one. A lot of people don't know that if you get, like in my case, if you have 2 unpaid item strikes against you, you can't bid on any of my stuff. Max Clark Road to the show. And Lombard Jr. for the Yanks. Oh, that's the image variation. That's our first one of those. The image variation. There you go. For the Yankees is Lou B. So you can set it to different levels depending on where you want to say. You can put it at 2, you can put it at 3, you can put it at 6. You can turn it off entirely if you want to, but basically it's set at 2. If you have 2 unpaid item strikes against you in the last 6 months, you can't bid on any of my stuff because you're a deadbeat. That's what it comes down to. You don't pay for your stuff. Cade Horton to 99 for the Smokies. No, I got you, man. That's cool. Um, and of course, it's always no. I pay for everything all the time. Well, look at my account. I'm like, what am I supposed to look at? I don't. I can't look at your account. Like, oh, I have perfect feedback. That doesn't mean anything to me. Walcott, Salas, Jenkins, Lee, and George. Just because somebody didn't give you bad feedback doesn't mean you didn't pay them. You know what I mean? And they get so upset. I'm always like, well, just contact eBay. What do you want? I don't know what to tell you. It's got nothing to do with me, man, other than you didn't pay your bills. So we'll see. We'll see if he ever comes back. Usually I never hear from him again because they give you the whole, oh no, I've never not paid for something. Well, somebody seems to think you haven't. So maybe you should go talk to them. Emerson, Sanchez, Shim, Troy, Green, and Sanchez. I picked the wrong week to stop sniffing glue. Oh God, you know what I saw the other day that I haven't seen in years? Cheech and Chong. Was that Up in Smoke? He does the Mexican Americans when he's singing the song. Man, they were funny. If you're younger and you don't know Cheech and Chong, go look them up. They're very funny. Oops. Jake Bloss for the Woodpeckers, which is the Astros. That's right. 210 of 299. That's weird. Well, I mean, if you don't have a connection, I don't know. I don't know why. That's on your end, I would assume. No, it happens every once in a while. Like, but they'll contact me and they get all upset, and I'm just like, dude, it's got nothing. Well, I mean, it has to do with me because I set up the rules. But if you can contact me, then I didn't block you. If you can't contact me, then it was me who blocked you. Like if it says you can't email this person, you're done. Chase Davis, 87 of 199. On the back of the bumper, man. They were so great. They couldn't get away with any of that these days. They'd be hauled up in front of something. They'd be canceled, isn't it? That's what they call it. They cancel them for that kind of stuff now. The best is if you watch movies from the 70s and you will sit there, especially if you're, I'd say probably like in your 30s or younger. Road to Show Lombard, Arias, Dario Laverda, Lara Gomez, Churio, Campbell, and Max Anderson, X Fractor for the Tigers. I think, especially if you're like in your 30s or younger, you'd be shocked at what the things they used to say. Like, yeah, their albums were really good. Um, what's that movie? They remade it some years back. The Taking of Pelham 1, 2, 3. If you're familiar with that movie, they remade it with Denzel Washington and John Travolta, I think, maybe like 10, 12 years ago, something like that. But the original one was done in like 72 or 73. Adrian Saugusti, 37 of 75 for Seattle. If you watch the movie, the original one is, I think Walter Matthau is in it, if I remember right. They say stuff in that movie that you're just like, wow, if they said that today, people would be boycotting the front of the theater. It's crazy. Uh, no, you could not make Blazing Saddles today either. No. And truly one of the funniest movies ever made. I really don't understand what happened, how people started getting so offended by everything. Drew Gilbert for the Mets. For David. Yeah, you could never make Blazing Saddles today. I don't. Yeah, it would be banned in like 150 countries. Adam Jones throwback. Wyatt Langford for Texas. 110 of 175. For Billy. It might have been Hackman. Is it? I'm trying to remember. I think it's Matthau who's in that. Anyway, first of all, it's a great movie, the original. Like it is really worth a watch, but the way they refer to people in the movie, you're just like, oh my god. Uh, how everyone got so sensitive, I don't understand. I really don't. The best is when the guys are getting hit for stuff that they did like 25 years ago, like comedians, and people are on them like, oh, you said this back in 1980 or 1993. Like, really? Come on, man. Does that really count? Bernal, Keegan. There's a Cruz and Paul Skeens on the Topps Chromes. Yeah, that's for sure. Man, this thing in Georgia with this, oh my gosh. I don't, we go out of our way to not talk politics or religion around here. I think of this place like an Irish bar, no politics, no religion. And I mean, we've talked about the gun thing a few times. And look, I'm not a gun guy, never have been, just not something I grew up with in my family. I got no problem. You want to own guns or whatever. But, you know, I have this night still at 51 years old. I'm still naive enough to think that people mostly are inherently nice and good. Walcott and Gomez. And then I see this thing in Georgia that happened this week with this poor kid. And yes, I know he killed people. Nobody should be saying poor kid. They failed that kid at every step of the way. You have the Georgia Bureau of Investigations come and investigate your son for threats, and then you go out and buy him a gun for a Christmas present. Like, 71 of 150, Hunter Holland. And again, I don't, my as far as guns go, do your thing. You know what I mean? Not for me. I get it, but I know lots of people own them. I don't know that you necessarily need the levels that we have, but whatever. That's not the conversation. The conversation is who as a parent doesn't say like, we got a problem here. The last thing I'm doing, the only thing I'm doing is taking you to someplace, a doctor somewhere to talk to someone, not buy you a gun for Christmas. Like, I don't, I am floored by that. Like, and again, like I said, I want to believe people are inherently good for the most part, and then stuff like that happens, and I realize how like dumb a statement that is. you know. Jen Al for the Hillcats. Yes, he is. And you know what's interesting about the thing with the fun? I mean, none of it's interesting, obviously, but Something they said the other night when they charged him, which if absolutely he should be charged, but and I'm not a lawyer, and I don't know, maybe somebody out there is or knows the law better than I do, but when they charged him with second degree murder, that's means that they think that he had some real, like, he was really involved in like the planning, not just, oh, I bought my son this gun and it was um the wrong thing to do because I'm an idiot. Tommy Troy for Arizona, 57 to 75. But a charge like that means you're complicit in the murder itself, meaning like you helped plan it. And if that's the case, that's a whole other kettle of fish, man. Like, that is just like, wow. I mean, that means like he's sitting at home, like writing out diagrams with the kid, like, oh, go here, go here, go shoot this person, whatever. Like, and who knows? I mean, maybe the DA threw those charges just, DAs tend to do that sometimes where they throw charges just for the shock value of it, and maybe they'll just stick with the involuntary stuff or whatever. But if they go after that, man, there's more to it than him just buying him that gun. Jace Jung, 33 of 99 for the Seawolves, aka the Detroit Tigers. No, not necessarily premeditated. That's not what I'm saying, but complicit in the murder, not just, like if you look at the charges of, and again, I'm just going by what I saw on TV. Like I said, if I'm wrong, I apologize. But I was when they charged him, Anderson. It was when Anderson Cooper was on. That's what I had on, and they had an attorney on there, and they were talking about the parents in Michigan who got charged and convicted, and they got charged with like involuntary manslaughter. And I mean, they were, they should never bought that kid a gun either. But they were saying that the actual second degree murder charge was much different. Made it seem more involved than just buying this child a gun who shouldn't have had one. But I don't know. Like I said, we'll see. Cam Collier for the Reds for Steven. I don't know. The whole thing is so. I can't imagine being a kid in school these days. Like, you know, I mean, what was the biggest thing you worried about? I'm 51. We worried about getting fights in the bathroom. It never even crossed my mind. And look, I'm not saying that people didn't have guns when we were kids, and I'm not even saying that there weren't shootings in schools here and there, but when it did happen, it was one kid shooting another kid because it wasn't a kid walking in and shooting up the whole school. You know what I mean? Like, again, none of it is right, but like, I'd never even thought about that when I was a kid. Like, oh my God, maybe somebody's got a gun, you know? And now they, practice drills for it. It's crazy. I'm so happy my son's done with high school and all that. Like, I don't know. And I don't know, how do you fix it? That's the craziest part of this. Like, what is the answer to fix this? Because Columbine was like 30 years ago, and we still don't have an answer for any of it. And it seems to be getting worse. Max Anderson for the Tigers. Yeah, there was a lot of charges. I mean, like I said, there was like involuntary manslaughter. There was um, something with endangering children of something or other. Like, so I mean, again, maybe they threw those out there as just like for the shock value of it. Who knows? But I don't know. Like, Jet Williams for the Mets, number 39 of 199. Yeah, well, we have a serious mental health issue in this country that ever since Reagan kind of shut down all the hospitals and stuff in the 80s has been an issue. Thus but certainly that shouldn't be affecting 14-year-olds. You know what I mean? You can look at other parts of society and say, well, there's an issue because there isn't a place for some people to get help or whatever, but obviously this kid had problems, but I think to myself, like, what does this 14-year-old think when he's 40 years old and sitting in prison his whole life? Like, I remember telling my son when he was in middle school, and I made this very clear to him. Because, look, nobody knows what their high school career or what their high school life is going to be like. Kristen Campbell in the X Factor. And look, we all went through high school. It's not easy. Okay, depends on the group of friends you have. If you get picked on, if you get bullied, if you get this, and none of that stuff's going away. In fact, I think it was worse when we were younger, but you dealt with it. But I remember I told my son a million times, dude, it's 4 years of your life. It means nothing. Like I realize when you're in it, it feels like it's everything, but you will forget most of these people. 95% of them you'll never speak to the day you walk out of the place. Like, don't even sweat it. Ethan Salas rode to the show. Jesus Baez. Neighbor went nuts with guns. The family had to be escorted out of the house. Really? Permission from the teacher, yeah. Yeah, I just look, and again, I think the one thing that I say, and I know there's a lot of people who are, gun enthusiasts and will, tell me I'm wrong, and that's fine. Cade Denton, 17 of 25 for the Fresno Grizzlies, which is the Rockies. The only problem I have with the guns are these kind of like point and shoot type of guns, these AR-15s and that type. Like anyone can use them and kill people. You know what I mean? Like it takes skill to shoot a person with a handgun. It takes, they talk about that all the time where like somebody's standing 15 feet from each other and they miss each other, because of adrenaline and this and that, whatever. Like there's a reason why snipers and people like that are trained, but those types of weapons are really just like point and click, if we shoot 100 rounds a minute, we're going to hit something, you know? So I don't know what it is, but somehow they got to keep those out of these kids' hands, you know? At least if you walk into a place, or I always say the best way is everyone gets issued a 6-shooter at birth, you know? Robbie Snelling for the Padres, 142 of 199. That's my gun control. No other guns are allowed, but everyone the day you're born, you get a 6-shooter. So everybody's walking around with one. You know what you're getting yourself into if you want to. That's it. But I don't think there's been a lot of mass shootings with 6-shooters. Padres is Daryl. There you go, buddy. So I don't know. It's just the thing that worries me is once you see this happen, then they start again. Chris Newell, 26 of 99. That's what I'm really worried about. Like they come in waves. Once somebody starts, then another one, and it's not a. I don't know. Francesa, Young, Janelle, Wiggins, Schultz. Is it? Yeah. Again, I am gun dumb. I really am. I think I've only held one in my whole life, like a real one. I've held like BB guns and shit like that, but a real gun I've never even held. And again, I have no problem with the people who want to have them if they're properly trained and they know what they're doing with them. They can save people's lives. I get that. Um, and I even thought about it at one point when my son was younger. I thought about having a gun for like, just in case, home defense, whatever. Somebody breaks in, somebody this, somebody that, and look, if somebody did, I would have been regretting the fact that I didn't have it. But that's you know, I just don't understand how people can be so irresponsible with them around their children and allow them to use them, get their hands on them, think it's okay, knowing full well that their children have issues. It's 5. What with my 6 shooter theory? Maybe that's a good thing. I don't know. Here's another one that I was just talking to someone recently. All the technology we have in the world, how can we not like can't you do like a fingerprint thing on the guns where that like so if you as the father of said family want to have the gun, your fingerprint is the only finger that can pull the trigger. Like there's got to be a way they can come up with that technology so that like even if your kid picks up the gun, he couldn't fire it if he wanted to. You know, like that seems like something that's doable. I mean, I'm a chef who opens carts. So I'm, about this close to being an idiot. So, but it sounds like it's something that's doable. I don't know. There's a nice Teamer Johnson, the 99. Oh, Teamer Johnson. I heard a guy say one time, like, because so many people agree on the topics of a lot of these guns, like 99% of society is like, we need to do something about this. But the 1% that doesn't has a lot of money and a lot of influence. Jackson Holiday, Heroes of the Diamond. Is that one numbered? No. Okay. I heard this comedian say one time, Winnie for the Braves to 199, 192 of 199. Like if all the gun like haters out there, why don't they just all join the NRA and then they can vote it all down? There's 2 million NRA members, have 3 million the other people join up and then vote it all down. Which really is the worst idea in the world. I mean, I suppose they could do that, but I don't know. There are other countries that have as many, if not more, guns than we have, and have almost no violence whatsoever. Our violence is so crazy here. It can't just be about the guns themselves, obviously. Griff McGarry for the Iron Pigs. Yeah, but their lobby is huge. Their lobby is one of the biggest ones in the world. They control. They wield so much power. Whereas, I mean, if you go out and you look at polls of, what a lot of people think in this country, they want some controls over these things, but they're such a strong lobby, they can't get it done, you know? Wyatt Langford, 33 of 99 on the Future Cornerstones auto. Very nice. That's on card for the Rangers. Billy, here you go, bud. Nice one. I don't know. Look, prosecuting parents for these situations is absolutely the right thing to do. They should have started doing it a long time ago. But I don't think it means anything to the kids. Like, it's only the other parent that maybe the other parents will actually open their eyes to the problems some of their children are having. Jackson Holiday Road to the show. Because if you look at, like, they interviewed his grandfather. I don't know if you guys saw that. And the grandfather was like, every parent, his parents or the adults in his life, absolutely failed this child. And I'm thinking, like, well, you're one of the adults in his life. Like, so maybe take a little responsibility or do something about it. Wyatt Langford, 41 of 99. I don't know. Did you see him at the arraignment? He was like cool as a cucumber, the kid, and the dad was like in tears. Hackenberg, 143 of 150, which tells you about the mental, state of that kid. Yeah, it is. Emmanuel Terrero for the Pirates. the other issue is too, it tends to be people who are, I don't like to say the term gun nut because I don't believe that's true because I don't have a problem with it, but I'm just saying people who are maybe a little too enthusiastic about, they have no room to move. They will not move. They will not agree. They will not, and that's where a big problem comes in. That you go, maybe we got to find a middle ground here. No, 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 no. It's all or nothing, Hunter Holland, 112 of 175. So, you kind of, and the people who are trying to find a middle ground kind of end up throwing up their hands because they're like, this is my right. This is my right. And it is. I get it. But, I'm sure Washington and Jefferson and all them didn't sit around thinking about school shootings one day, you know? Wasn't really a topic of conversation back then. They were worried about tea and taxes and stuff, and the British. No, but look, Bryce, there is a very real. There's a lot of studies that show that even up to 26 years old in a man, you can't fully understand the consequences. Your brain isn't even fully developed yet until you're 25 or 26. Doesn't mean you don't know right from wrong, but I mean, yes, I agree with you. You're absolutely right, but then why even have the ability to make a decision like that? I don't know. It's a weird conversation. Winokur for the Twins to 150. It's senseless. It's just senseless to see people die like that. It's such a shame. For Don, here you go, buddy. Jackson Churio, Heroes of the Diamond, and Colin Houck. McDaniel, Pallet, Morris, Lesko, Sim, and Minacci. No, of course there's not a law that would prevent it. I agree with you 100%, but why does it not happen in other places? Why is it here? You know? That's what's it's not like there aren't guns in other places. And I mean, look, it's not that people don't get killed in other places. I get it. It's just in our country we're so there's a forget the guns, it's just like a lack of respect of life. Doesn't matter if you use a butcher knife or a a crossbow or whatever you use. We're very quick and easy to kill people in this country. It's strange. Yeah, well, in New Zealand they had that shooting and then they got rid of all the guns, right? Wasn't that New Zealand where they did that at? They just said that's it, we're done, and they got rid of all the guns. Jake DeLeo, 7 of 99. For Jason, you go, buddy. Sebastian Walcott and Caden Wallace to 99. Northwest Arkansas Naturals. Wow, that's the Royals. The Naturals. It's got to be a new name. I don't remember that name at all. Huh. That's like the Rocket City Trash Pandas. Kansas City is Jason. There you go. Was that Australia where that happened or New Zealand? I forget. I think it was New Zealand, I thought, but I could be wrong. My sister lived in Switzerland for many years because my brother in law used to work at CERN, the super collider over there. Samuel Basayo, gold, 47 of 50. And in Switzerland, they're a neutral nation, so it is a law that every household has to have a gun because they have no national defense. And it's still a law they follow to this day. But when you get to whatever age it's required, or you have to take this course, and it's a gun safety course and this and that, and then they also evaluate the people, and if they decide some people shouldn't have it because they feel maybe they're not stable enough, they tell them, "We're sorry, you're not allowed to have a gun," and that's it, you're done. And it seems to work really, really well. They don't have any problems, and every single person, every single house has a gun in that country, and their gun violence is almost zero, So I don't know, maybe take some cues from that or something. More now. Blake Mitchell, Colby Thomas, Forrester, Crawford, Roden, and Keener. All righty, that is going to do it. I want to thank everyone for joining us this evening. Sorry for the political talk. I try to stay away from it, and again, I just wish there was something they could do to fix these situations. I'm like everyone else. Nobody knows what to do. One day, hopefully, we'll see. I want to thank everyone for joining us this evening, though. Could not do this without y'all, and I do truly appreciate it. We will be back tomorrow night. We've got some more Topps Chrome. We got some more Pro Debut. And next week, couple days, we got Bowman Chrome coming out. Is there something else releasing next week, too? I can't remember. I think just Bowman Chrome. So, but we'll have more of more Pro Debut next week and stuff, too. So if you'd like to come and join us, we would love to have you. Otherwise, please stay safe, stay healthy out there. Numbered. Daryl, I'm sorry, buddy. If I had one, I would send you one, I swear. I'd have thrown it in and been like, oh, look, here, I found you one, but I don't even have one to send you. I feel bad. I wish we could have found you one. Yeah, I really thought the shooting thing was in New Zealand. But I guess I'm wrong. Anyway, whatever. It's just talk. All right, folks. Hit recap for 2024 Topps Pro Debut. Have jumbo case break number 4. Number 4. All right. This is X Fractors, which are 1 per box, and just some chromes that I pulled out of Top Guys. Gonzalez, Holiday, Skeens, Cruz, Anderson, Jung, Campbell, and McCary. Paper parallels. Florida to 99. Elijah Green for the Nationals to 199. Ty Pete for Seattle to 175. Tommy Troy for the Angels to the Arizona to 75. Jet Williams to 199 for the Mets. Chris Knoll for the Loons, which is the Dodgers, of course, to 99. Wyatt Langford for Texas to 99. Drew Hackenberg for the Braves to 150. Basallo to 50. Saugusty to 75. Dunno to 75. Brock Wilkins to 50. That's a nice one there. Cade Horton to 99. Langford to 175. Hunter Holland to 150. Cam Collier to 150. Cade Denton to 25. Winnipa to 199. Hunter Holland to 175. Winokur to 150. Caden Wallace to 99. Chase Davis to 199. And Lombard on the image variation for the Tarpoons or the Yankees. Yeah, the Brewers were a nice pickup tonight. Base autographs of Ethan Salas, Max Anderson, Angel Genow, Drew Gilbert, Torero. Torero. Well, the rest are numbered. Okay. Marco Vargas for the Mets to 299. Jackson Churio to 25 for the Brew Crew. Very nice. Dalton Rushing to 50 for the Dodgers. Jake Bloss for the Astros to 299. Robbie Snelling for the Padres to 199. Timur Johnson for the Pirates to 99. The Cornerstones, Wyatt Langford to 99 for Texas, and Jake DeLeo for Miami to 99. All right, folks, everybody enjoy your football tomorrow. My Eagles are off because, they already won this week. Hey, and I did hit my bet tonight. I played Tennessee and the over, and I bet my $50, and I won $219. So I'm feeling very happy. I beat the over by 1 point. That usually doesn't happen for me. I usually lose the over by 1 point. So something good happened to me tonight. All right, folks. I hope to see everyone tomorrow. Hey, if you like football, head on over to the website. We got a few spots left in those composite breaks. I'm really trying not to put up baseball until we get these football off of there. I think there's 7 in one and like 10 in the other one. Come on, let's fill them up. Make some people happy who are already in it, and we'll get those broken. So go check that out on the website. And otherwise, hope to see everyone tomorrow night. Have a good one. Take care. Bye-bye. Greg, don't even sweat it, buddy. Not a big deal.